Hey everybody, thanks for coming by. Today I'm working on the August Tag It Tuesday theme, which is to work with secondary colors, which is purple, orange, and green. So the first thing I pulled out of my stash I thought I would work with was I found this napkin. I did a couple of napkin swaps a while back, and I have no idea where this came from, but I have an abundance of napkins, so I thought, hey, I'll use the napkins. And you've got tones of green, and this is more kind of a plummy color, but it still is purple-ish. And then the buildings have orange in them. I thought, well, I could use some of that. Then I found these little purple butterfly die cuts that I cut out ages ago. I don't remember what for. But, I kept them. What the heck? And then I found this. Uh, I have no idea what this is. It's like fuzzy felt, and it has a peel-off sticky background, and like good luck if you can get it to peel off, because I've used pieces of it before. But I thought, okay, maybe I could come up with something on a small tag, and that would be good. Then I kept digging in my where I have a bunch of ephemera stuff. And a long time ago, it was either from a pen pal or in a random act of kindness, a rack or something. Someone sent me a set of 4. They're pre-made gift tags. And they have gorgeous purple and green peacocks on them. And they've been, stacked up and made 3-dimensional. And I thought, I could take this layer off. And then I found also this mop-up tag, excuse me, with some, not really green, but turquoise. And I thought, well, maybe somehow I could do that, add some orange, and then call that good. So I may work on both of these. But that's where I'm headed, is making some secondary color tags. As always, I am working with these number 5 shipping tags that I bought from the office supply store in like a box of, I don't know, 100, 500. I don't know how many I have. A bunch. And I always pull out extras when I get ready to work so that I can use them to mop up with. So that's kind of my thinking at the moment. We'll see what happens. I hope that you'll come over to the Facebook group and join in as well. I will put all the links below. And we do this once a month. I give you some sort of a theme. We've been working primarily with colors this year. And then you make a tag and post it. It's just that easy. So again, I'll put the links below, and maybe you'll come and join us as well. And in the meantime, I'll get started and see what we end up with. All right, here we go. So my first step was to take apart the layers of this napkin, and it had 3 layers actually. This is the second layer, and it was a little bit more stubborn than usual to come off, and you can see I have some renegade pieces there to pull off. And then I'm going to use a water pen to basically cut the napkin, because this is such thin material now, like tissue paper, that you can just use your water brush like a pair of scissors basically, and just outline with water where you want it quote unquote cut, and then just tear it apart. So I'm going to lay down a background on my tags with some dilutions ink sprays. I've got orange, I don't know what it's called, and pure sunshine, and I think a little bit of lemon zest in there as well. And then I'm going to dry it and then pick up some more of those droplets on my mat to give it more depth of character, if you will. Gosh, that sounded like I knew what I was talking about. Alright, so here it is dried, and now I'm going to first of all give a light coat to the whole tag with some liquid gel medium, just to seal that ink. Well, I thought I was going to. No, I take it back. I'm going to do a little ghost stenciling first. That's what happens when I'm not looking at what I'm doing here. So, ghost stenciling, checking out how that napkin's going to look. And yeah, I think this is where I'm going to seal it. By golly, it is. I'm going to put a light coat on the tag to seal that ink spray, and then attach the napkin. I'm putting a light coat over the top of the whole napkin to seal the whole thing in, trim around the edges. And then I decided this got really, really orange because of the transparency of the napkin over that background. So I decided to come in with some of my silks glazes and pump up some of the colors, and plus this gives it a shine too. And those little butterflies that I had, I'm going to add a little bit of the silks to those as well. Changes their color just a little bit so it blends in better, and it gives them a little bit of shine as well. Then I realized I had some green bushes here, so hey, why not make those shiny as well? So, as if I hadn't added enough shine, I'm going to hit it with some glimmer mist in gold, just to give it an all-over shimmer. And now I'm going to attach my little teeny baby butterflies. I'm using some mono adhesive, Tombow mono adhesive glue. And of course, I can't not edge around something. You guys know that. Lately I've just been on a kick of I've got to put an edge around everything. So I'm going to use my Silks paint, acrylic glaze, and edge this particular tag. That'll also make it, because I know I'm going to put an orange backing on it, that'll make that edge really pop off the backer as well. And I'm just attaching this with some double stick tape, kind of like score tape, only this is a different brand. Going to attach that to that cardstock and trim it out. Cut that hole open there with my crocodile, and then we're going to move on to the next tag, and you'll see the finished pictures of that at the end. Okay, so yep, going to pull out some more glimmer mist. This one's called Apricot Appeal, I believe. It's a Tattered Angels product, and I'm going to add some to this tag. This ended up actually not showing up too much because of everything else I did to it. Then I'm taking some Deco Art from their media line, their fluid acrylics, to try to make me an orange, because believe it or not, I didn't have any orange. And note to self, when you're mixing colors, start with the lightest one first. I didn't, and as you can see, I kept having to add yellow to it because I couldn't get it orange enough because I had too much red. So yeah, there's your art lesson for the day. And I'm just putting some blobs along the top, if you will. I'm going to hit those with water because I want to get some drippage going on this card. So I get that all dry, taking apart my tag and figuring out what I'm going to do with that, and I feel like it needs something else. So I had this piece of embossed orange cardstock that I thought would be nice, and I knew it had a white core because I've used it before, so I tore the edge so that that white would show, and then I'm going to come back with that glimmer mist and spray that. I know you think I'm just going nuts with glimmer mist here, but I'm trying to tie colors together and make them match a little bit better. Decided I maybe needed to pump up some of that purple, so I took a purple glimmer mist through this let's see, this is a Dina Wakley stamp, or stencil, I believe. And yeah, I like that a lot better. So layer up my pieces and get them all attached, of course. But wait, of course, I'm going to ink the edge. You knew I couldn't get through the second tag without doing that, now didn't you? This is another Deco Arts product. This is called their glitter writer, I believe, and this is the silver one. And I'm hoping that the silver will show, but that obviously it'll still be maybe a little bit transparent enough that that purple edging will kind of shine through that silver as well. And you'll see at the end in the pictures that it worked out pretty well. Alright, so we're going to put that all together, and I'm going to obviously have to let this dry because that edging is all wet. So you'll see that I did also back this tag, and I added fibers to both of them, ribbons to both of them. And that's pretty much it. So here come the still shots coming up here in a second, and I hope you'll come over to the Facebook group and join in if you haven't already joined the page, and let's see what you come up with using your secondary colors and making a tag. I would love to have you join us. It's a lot of fun, it's quick and easy, and there's a lot of great artists on the page. Again, thanks for coming by. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a fabulous day.